HDVSN, Britain's got bars in the building. Got the man of the moment ahead of his mixtape release, Mr. Miyagi.
Come on, you done it.
How's it going, my brother?
I'm good, fam. You, Chris?
Yeah, man, I'm here surviving. Not doing as well as you by the looks of things, you get me?
Let's try, fam.
Yeah, man. So, we're going to go back into a little bit of history. Because you've been in this game for a long time. Over 10 years, over a decade.
Yeah.
First time I come across your music was mixtape, Diamond in the Dirt.
Yeah.
Was that like your first ever project that you kind of was involved with?
Yeah, it's the first project, but there was little bits and pieces, like little freestyles on any tracks that was hot, like any instrumentals that was hot at that time. But that was like, yeah, the first one of the first projects, if not the first. But you know, it's a long time, so I know that I can't remember all the dates of everything.
Yeah.
But I know there was like Tales from the Jungle that came out with Big Lee Records that I was featured on then. Like there was little projects, so I don't know which one came out first, but yeah, it's
around that sort of era.
Yeah, it's around that sort of era. What
kind of artists was you working with on Diamond in the Dirt?
Diamond in the Dirt, there was Gabsy. So Gabsy was making a lot of noise. Then there was just the most, it was all in-house, like the Big Lee Records artists and myself, and like we was all working together, and then like other people like SN1 and whatnot. Like it was all really where we was all recording, it was all happening at Unit 10.
So Unit 10 project.
Yeah, so you had them days there, you had like OTB and that as well. So
was that Answers to Boxes?
Yeah, but out to ball, OTB, or whatever, OTB,
different things.
Yeah, so like Willie Road lot and that. So like everyone was just getting it in together, really. You get what I'm trying to say, and just making music together. Then still
being a pioneer back then time, like obviously a proper pioneer in the game. Like he was around before the YouTube days.
Yeah.
So apart from the mixtapes, how was your buzz getting built? Like
street cred really though. Like them days there, like from them days there, that's what it was, innit? That's how your name will ring bells. That's why people that was a cameraman then, they only really come in to film because you're authentic and they really want to see what you got to say in it, what your hood's about. Really, that's how it really jumped off still.
So that's how the first kind of buzz built, and obviously the sort of bars that you were spitting back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people could relate to it.
Yeah.
So that was like what, 2003, 2004, kicking off.
2002, yeah. I was doing like little pieces, like little freestyles and whatnot, yeah. And then 2003, like onto 2003, early 2003 was doing little pieces. Then I was away for like the whole of 2003, like till more or less like till the end of 2003. And then I came out. When I came out, that's when it really started, like jumping off properly. You know.
So when was the Best of Colours? Because you had a Best of Colours out from before, innit?
Yeah.
When was that sort of like release?
That release was I was locked up during that release. I think it was like 04, I think.
So that was put together for you on behalf of done by Unit 10?
Unit 10,
Yeah, because I remember that
so it wasn't something that was planned, like, I'm going to do a best of, but obviously where I was away, they just thought, you know what, to do something to just keep the buzz going and let everyone know what really was going on, so they just compiled that.
So like early in your career, like you say, you worked in Unit 10 with the likes of Big Lee Records, SN1.
Yeah.
Who else was you knocking heads with at that time?
There was people that weren't really from South or from the ends, but they used to come like what was they called again? I think like street politics and that. They come down there. But more or less it's just the people that I mentioned really. Like I done something like, you know, like Asher D from like long time ago, like, and like just a couple of them not like, but it's 10 years ago, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a long time ago,
legacy,
but like certain little things.
You fast kind of earn a reputation back then as the hardest out.
Yeah.
And then you was kind of locked away again.
Yeah.
Is that when you kind of like find your faith in Islam or?
Yeah, I found my faith in, like, properly, I'd say in 2005 when I got locked up end of 2004. That's when I started looking into Islam, and I found my faith in 2005. But before that, I didn't really understand Islam. So even though, like, when you're in, that's what you do, you're kind of searching, because it's just you, like, four walls in this real life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So obviously you start questioning your purpose, which I was doing from a younger age anyway.
Yeah.
So that's when, like, Islam kind of came to me. Like, I've been, like, in young offenders, been to the mosque, but I didn't understand Islam.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? I've been to the church, but I wasn't happy with what they was telling me.
Wasn't feeding your soul.
Yeah, like so basically, you're just searching, innit?
Yeah.
But 2005 is when I really found the religion, when it was making sense to me, like, and I was saying, yeah, I really understand what's going on here.
So on your release, like, the word on the road was you kind of retired for a little while from the music game.
Before my release, cause I was in from like 2004 to 2007. So like during like 2006, 2007, I was in the open prison. So when I was coming out in the open prison, I was like, obviously that's when I was actually like, I was battling with my soul, you get me? So it was like, the roads and everything is what I know, but obviously there's a new chapter in my life that's opened up, which obviously my faith and that, where I was battling. So like it was a kind of trap between that and the music, you get what I'm trying to say, and the roads and whatnot. But I was planning to make a mixtape called Halfway Home. Yeah. Like I actually was halfway home, like I was coming out, but I was in prison as well, in an open prison decap. Yeah. So that, like, I didn't really stick to the plan, and when I came out in like 2007, like when I was released, that's when I was saying, you know what, I didn't even want to do no music. But obviously, like, people's telling me you're the hardest and whatnot and blah 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 and do music and whatnot. So like I was just battling. Then I released some music. So some of the music that people heard 2006, 2007, I wasn't completely finished with the music. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, is that like Rap Factory Part 2? You had a freestyle on there, and you had a track Fast Runners with gigs on there.
Yeah, Fast Runners, yeah, was Fast Runners was actually on the town visit. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's why Gig says
to get see out of the summer.
Yeah. He come and obviously pick me up in the morning and whatnot from the prison that I was in, and then we went to Unit 10 and we made that track there. So yeah. That's
the time when you was battling.
Yeah, but Rap Factory Part 2, I think it was slightly after that. Rap Factory Part 2 was about, I think, like a few years after. This is like after I left the music for a while, come back to the music, and then like uni was like saying, boy, man can't have a Rap Factory Part 2 without you on it or whatever. But this was probably like around 2010, so that's a few years after Fast Runners.
Okay,
and like, you get what I'm saying, there was a gap between that still. Yeah.
So the next mixtape that you actually dropped, like, well, the first proper mixtape is like Battle of the Soul. Yeah. And obviously you just explained that. Yeah. Kind of like when you turn to Islam and stuff like, you still had like like, so that the enticement into the game was that due to like what you was hearing and seeing, that you felt like you're unfinished business in the music?
Dude, what it was, it's something that obviously at that time, it's like I had a passion for music in it, so it's like the passion never completely died. But obviously I had something else that was burning, like, and that was my faith, like, so that flame's there, and it's like you got another passion as well. So it's like you're like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So
you're only in between. At the end of the
that's
day.
what I'm saying. So you're in between both. So obviously I returned to it, and then that's when I came back with the mixtape Battle of the Soul, which obviously the title itself obviously speaks for how I was feeling as an individual. Do you get what I'm trying to say? What I was facing.
That's a powerful title, thought-provoking. You know what I mean? I'm sure like some people might have worked it out why you named it that. Some people might be just thinking it's just a name, but it's a very meaningful name with a mixtape. Like on that mixtape, you had a few collabs. One namely with K Coke. How did you form a relationship with that artist?
From the streets, like really, like my cousin, like my family. Just knew Coke from being inside and whatnot, so that's how that came about. And then we just linked and we just kicked it off like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like this person knows that person and they rate you or whatever, he's rated by him and what, you know, just like all of that, like, so this is how it happens, isn't it? Like that's how most of my things have come about. It's not really like never, obviously I haven't got a label. It's not like a label organising things or whatever. It's just from the streets.
Just from the streets, real recognised, real kind of settings. So like, was you surprised when you, all the times you've been in, out, had breaks, back, that you still maintain to have a kind of interest from your fan base, like a buzz has always kind of been around you? Is that a surprise to you or is it to be expected?
I don't know, that's a good question. Like, I don't know, like for what I think of myself and I think of my music, I think it's expected, but at the same time, like it might not be the same if everyone might not have been or had the same results as what I had. You get what I'm trying to say? So
your music touched a lot of people, man. Because you got like heartfelt music. And more lately, like you kind of reinvented yourself a bit and start doing some more clubby kind of type, like Rose. That which is on Where's My Money. You know what I mean? And tracks like that. So like when you done Where's My Money, like the mixtape was hosted by Charlie Sloth. So how did you form a relationship with Sloth? Like was that?
To be honest, at that time I was doing things with Blue, from In the Streets,
Okay.
So like Blue's someone, obviously he's foundation or whatever in the music as well. So he's been following what I do for long and whatnot. He's been hosting mixtapes and that for a long time and that as well. So that came about from kind of him, innit? Obviously Charlie probably knows what he knows, but you know, like he kind of bridged the gap to that relationship there to make it happen. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I didn't know Charlie personally. Like when man was doing music old school, there was no Charlie. You get what I'm trying to say? So obviously it's just that's how that gap got bridged. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah,
that was a good look. So did that help? Did that make the downloads boost up like more than Battle of the Souls? Did that do more than Battle of the Souls?
Fam, do you know, to be honest, I swear, fam, like, see, when I just do music, like, see, because man just comes into music and it's just like the business side of things, man never really looked into that. So how much numbers and whatnot, I couldn't even tell, man, like, this done that much numbers and that done that much numbers. I was just giving hard music to the people, fam, for free of charge. You get what I'm trying to say? It weren't like business where it's calculated, where I'm saying, this is gonna go iTunes, this is
your passion, you're just doing your thing.
Man, I was just doing my thing, but the business side is important though.
It is important. That's what puts the money in your pocket and hopefully get you off those roads.
It's important, you get me? Trust me,
that's what I'm trying to say. So after Where's My Money, you come with the reloaded version. And you done a very big collaboration with Egyptian. So how was that collaboration come about? Because obviously he's an international artist.
That come about from Bish. Like anyone knows Bish. That come about from him. So you know me, I'm one of them people. You see, when people do things and they do good, then they do good for me, like what I do for them. I'm not afraid to call names and say, it was this person or whatever. Not gonna go on like, Egyptian come over here and he just rated my thing and he hollered that man or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say? So I show respect to the people that dealt with man good. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's like his kind of family. But obviously we met in a studio session and he was just feeling what man done, innit? So that's how that session there like kind of came about.
Was that a joint venture with the hook and all that? Was that your hook? Was that his hook? Or did you just write the verses?
Nah, like, do you know me and Egyptians got more than one, we got more than one song together, but we was both in the studio together, but like I kind of made the feature happen for myself, because obviously he's an international artist. He's had #1 songs and whatever. So when he's in the studio, it's like he's just probably feeling man's vibe, innit? Like I just came home. Like when that feature happened, I just came home.
Again.
Yeah, again. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I just came home from a remand spell.
Okay.
And like I was away for 6 months. You get what I'm trying to say? Remand, they had me there on some nonsense, and then I came home, and then like basically come home into like a couple days, literally like into the studio, and he was there. You get what I'm trying to say? So I had to put the work in for myself, even though it's someone I know that whatever. Like I had to speak to him myself and whatever, and he was feeling what I'm doing when he heard my music. Then he was just rating my thing. You get what I'm trying to say? And then we just made it happen, man.
Yeah, man, that is a big collaboration, and it's a good look for yourself, you know what I mean? And the way you kind of made it happen, you get me? Your closed mouth don't get fed and all that. So you got to do what you got to do. And at the end of the day, like you say, you're not watching the numbers, what it's going to do. It's just the passion for the music, two good artists. It's a big tune, man. Did you not do a video for that?
Do you know what? We were supposed to, but like, you know, someone was supposed to organise it, but you know all of that, you know how that can be. So what ended up happening, we ended up shooting a video without him being in it, but obviously it would have been a bigger look with him being in the video. But obviously when he come over, he's like touring, he's busy and whatnot. So like when I'm doing something, he's doing something. This didn't happen.
Something I was meant to ask you before I even got onto the Where's My Money. The name Miyagi, because he wasn't that. It was just colours at first. Where was Mr. Miyagi born?
You know the history, innit? So you know, like, so you know Miyagi come around from this being old school, innit? Like part of the furniture, just being old school in the thing, like. So that's how that name.
A lot of rappers learn off you. Inspired a lot of rappers out here.
100%. You get what I'm saying? 100%.
That was just for the people out there, by the way.
That don't know the thing.
You
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So you got a new tape coming out. 23rd of November. Sunshine and the Rain. What sort of vibe can we expect off this mixtape?
I think within Sunshine and Rain, all the previous mixtapes, I think is kind of that vibe is incorporated within this one tape. So you got a bit of like the Battle of the Soul kind of vibe in there, where it's reality, like harsh reality, like this deep music, and then obviously you got that swagger kind of stuff, because you know we really get it and we really live it. So you got a bit of that on there, and then at the same time it's got a balance. It's diverse. There's a bit of everything on there.
Everything for everyone
on there. And I think that's the difference between being a rapper and being an artist. You get what I'm trying to say? People can rap, but artists they can do something. They got versatility and they can do something for everyone.
So is that how you say you've matured from a rapper?
100%. Because 2004, it was just a bag of crud only. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It wasn't like we wasn't making no hooks. We was just rapping. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now, obviously, to make you just become more creative.
In what you're doing.
In what you're doing.
So like the track "Faster Life," the first single. Is that track? I've listened to that track. That track's kind of deep. Is that a personal experience that you've been through? Like,
most of it is. Most of it is.
That's a big tune right there.
Most of it is. You get me? But.
And you got a collaboration with Blade Brown on this tape. So what else have we got? Who else you got to feature
Blade's on 2 tracks on the tape. He's on No Vivo, where the video's out there already. And there's another track. You heard the track Trapping All Week with like J Avalanche, G Money, like 8 bars and all that. There's a remix to that. And it's got K1 on there and Blade Brown's on that as well. So there's a remix to that track that's only going to be heard on Sunshine and Rain as well.
Who else we got featuring on there on the tape?
There's Devious on the tape. We got a big track on there, Summary. Who else is on the there's a bag of features on. There's like 18 features on there. Prince is on there. We got a tune on there, Let's Have a Party. That's a big song. There's many artists on there.
So we're just gonna watch this space. 23rd of November is where the tape drops.
Come on.
So what can we expect other than the mixtape? What we got in the pipeline for 2015?
For 2015, music wise, you probably don't hold your breath to hear nothing from me, cause I'm just due to probably just call it a day and just continue doing what I'm doing outside of music.
Oh, yeah?
That's the truth, yeah, fam.
I hear you.
I'm trying to say.
So we gotta get behind this project, support the project. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, for now, it's like one last hurrah from Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you know, like, fam, the music, it's WWF. Do you get what I'm trying to say, fam? So for me, like, there's other avenues and things that where I've seen where it can really make it happen in your life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, when you're really real, I don't think your soul's gonna find happiness in this thing here. You get me? But as I said, each to their own, innit? But that's my angles. You get me?
I hear you, man.
That's my angles, fam.
Alright, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah?
Bless, man.
Us, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Fam.
Signing out.
Way before, like way before past our days, it was
but
like
Tiny Temper, in my recollection,
yeah,
he's always, because he was the part of he was in what's that guy, Bruce.